Welcome to the 12th Annual Women in Consumer Technology Legacy Awards. First, let me thank our friends at InGear PR for their live platform to celebrate our class of 2021 honorees via a virtual networking event. We also want to extend our gratitude to our advisory board and our wonderful volunteers who work tirelessly throughout the year on behalf of the organization. And a big thank you to our sponsors. We appreciate the support from CTA as our presenting sponsor and our friends at Snap AV as our exclusive platinum sponsor. Our diamond sponsors, Crestron, Harman, and Sony, and all of our premium sponsors, Bedrock Learning, Bodyguards, InGear PR, Legrand, the NPD Group, ProSource, Somfy, Technology Designer, and the Technology Insider Group. Thank you. Your support means a lot to us and to the industry. My name is Carol Campbell, and I have the privilege as the founder of Women in Consumer Technology of welcoming you to this special occasion, our 12th Annual Legacy Awards Networking Reception. Last year at Virtual CEDIA Expo, we celebrated our Volunteer of the Year, Women in Consumer Technology Advisory Board member, Michelle Lewick from TROC Global. Michelle works closely with Krista Howie, running our very popular Connect Circles, and I hope you will visit our Connect Circle virtual booth after the presentation today to learn more about this program that is open to all women in the industry. It's my pleasure to introduce to you our Master of Ceremonies for this year's Women in Consumer Technology Legacy Awards. Megan Pollock is the Vice President of Strategic Communications at Samsung, and she is also the recipient of the Carol Campbell Inspiration Award Class of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Pollock.
Thank you so much, Carol. I'm so excited to be here this year. As Carol mentioned, I had the distinction of being the 2020 Carol Campbell Inspiration Honoree. I got to meet an amazing group of women and was so proud of the work that we had done to receive this award. This year, while I know we wish we were all in person, I'm thrilled that we're still able to come together to celebrate this amazing class of women who are continuing to break barriers and push forward in the consumer technology space. Together, we're seeing incredible change across this industry. Today, I have the distinct honor of introducing some amazing women, so let's get started. Our first honoree is Michelle Gus, the Director of Residential Business Development for North America at Crestron. Michelle began in 2007 and grew into this role. She works closely with architects, interior designers, builders, developers, realtors, estate managers, and lighting designers. She's responsible for analyzing key residential market segments to acquire new sales opportunities for Crestron. In addition, she oversees the business development team and Crestron's design showrooms throughout the U.S. Michelle's a CTA Smart Home Division board member and an active member of several design build groups. She's also a CEDIA certified outreach instructor and teaches technology education courses for Crestron. Michelle's a 2020 DealerScope 40 Under 40 honoree, and we are so honored to be able to honor Michelle this year as a 2021 Women in Consumer Technology Legacy Award honoree. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you so much for that great introduction, Megan. I'm so honored to be here today with all of you. I'm extremely humbled and honored to receive this award, and I first want to say a big thank you to Carol Campbell and the incredible Women in Consumer Technology Group for putting this amazing event together, even in this virtual world that we're all living in now. It's great to come together virtually and celebrate all of the women in this industry. And I also want to congratulate the other amazing honorees. I'm so proud and humbled to share this virtual stage with these inspiring women. I never would have thought that I would ever receive this award, to be totally honest. The kind words that I've received from all of the colleagues and people in my life, family, and friends have really filled me with gratitude and joy, and I've even shed several tears, to be quite honest. It's just been an amazing experience. And I feel incredibly thankful and blessed to work for such an amazing company like Crestron. I have to acknowledge that this company has supported me every step of the way in my career. And most importantly, I did not get to this point alone. Even though I'm the one standing on the virtual stage right now, I would not be here without my team, without my colleagues that have encouraged and supported me, and without our leadership with John Clancy at the helm, just really pushing us to success and allowing me to be able to really win this award in the industry. It's just been an incredible journey. And I've had the pleasure of working with so many amazing women and people throughout this industry over the years. And if I wanted to say all the names, we'd be here for a long time. So you know who you are, and thank you so, so much. I want to leave all of you today feeling encouraged to achieve your dreams. I am a true example of starting at the bottom and being able to work to the top with hard work and dedication and passion. And I know that if I can do it, any of you can do it. And if you ever need encouragement or a cheerleader or mentor, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to help you. I hope that all women in this industry feel empowered to chase their dreams to success. Thank you so much for this honor.
Thanks again, Michelle, and congratulations. Up next, I'm excited to introduce Andrea Hogan, Senior Director and Head of North America and Australian Marketing at Qualcomm. In her career spanning over 2 decades, Andrea is focused on various facets of marketing and consulting in the consumer technology industry. She was previously a principal at Corb Consulting, marketing and sales operations lead for Flow TV, and a senior consultant at IBM. At her very core, Andrea is a big believer in people. Her approach to building and developing high-powered teams and relationships is to understand individual strengths, interests, aspirations, and empower, coach, and establish authentic relationships by championing diversity so everyone succeeds. Her core values are curiosity, accountability, integrity, courage, positivity, and humor. She applies each of these values in her approach to effective marketing, where they help her create an exceptional work environment where people thrive and have fun working together. She's a board member of Elder Help San Diego and serves on the executive women's leadership team of the American Heart Association. And today we are thrilled to honor Andrea as a 2021 Women in Consumer Technology Legacy Award recipient. Congratulations, Andrea.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you wholeheartedly to the Women in Consumer Technology organization. It is such an honor to be recognized with this award amongst such an esteemed group of women: Michelle, Elizabeth, Roberta, Christian, and Heather. Well done to you all. I thank you also for the very important work you do, empowering women and building networks. I also want to thank all my colleagues, my tribe of women, and leadership at Qualcomm who support me every day, inspire me to work smarter, and who care deeply about creating a culture where empathetic, diverse, and passionate leadership is recognized and rewarded. Qualcomm has increased women in engineering roles by 17% in the past 2 years and has put a stake in the ground to increase women in leadership by 15% by 2025. The events of 2020 have turned our workplaces upside down. So many of us feel like we are always on, and the lines between work and home have become very blurry. But from what I have seen, this crisis has shifted organizations' focus to leadership with empathy and cultures with heart. And boy, isn't that where us women shine. Eleanor Roosevelt was spot on when she said, "A woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until you put her in hot water." 2021 is undeniably a tipping point for female leaders, and I'm incredibly optimistic about the year ahead. As we kick off this year, there are more female leaders than ever before. Kamala Harris just became the first Vice President of the United States. Half of their cabinet is female, and for the first time in history, all S&P 500 firms have at least one female board member, and the number of female CEOs is at an all-time high. We're still under 10%, so we still need to push. But there is no time in history that is more exciting to be a woman. And there is such momentum, but we cannot become complacent, and we cannot let the torch of equality, diversity, and opportunity extinguish. I personally carry my torch for 2 very special women in my life, my grandmother Eileen, who was one of the only girls in her class to finish the Irish equivalent of high school. And despite becoming first in the country in math, the only path ahead of her was to really be a mother. This is also from my mother Nuala, who left Ireland to study radiology in Wales. She demonstrated by the way she lived and raised her 5 children that you can never be overeducated or overloved or overdressed. Gender balance is not just a data point to check off. Hiring, retaining, and promoting women must be an integral part of a company's culture in order to succeed. And we all have a part to play in that. So push the boundaries, call out injustices, keep learning, be human, be kind, be confident, celebrate, recognize, and lift up all your female counterparts. And lastly, be grateful for every colleague and their part in your success. Thank you again, Women in Tech. I will keep this trophy on my desk to remind me of my responsibility and my potential to make a difference. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Andrea, and congratulations again. Our next recipient is Elizabeth LaFontaine. She's the industry analyst and director of thought leadership at the NPD Group. Through this role, she focuses on uncovering insights about the retail consumer and crafting stories using the NPD Group's robust data assets to provide strategic direction to retailers and manufacturers. She works closely with NPD's strategic leadership, the industry advisors, and analysts to drive thought leadership initiatives across the organization. Elizabeth joined NPD in 2017, transitioning directly from the retail industry. Prior to joining, she held buying roles at Macy's and Steinmart, and has a degree in retail management from Syracuse University's Whitman School of Management. And today, we are thrilled to honor Elizabeth as a 2021 Women in Consumer Technology Legacy Award honoree. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Megan, for the introduction. Firstly, I want to extend an immense thank you to the Women in Consumer Technology Group for this prestigious recognition. I was incredibly humbled and truthfully stunned when I heard the news a few weeks ago. And while I'm sad to not be meeting all of you in Vegas to accept this achievement in person, this award feels just as monumental in my career. When you're starting out in your career, it's hard to imagine what recognition like this would feel, but I can promise you it's better than I ever dreamed. I cannot thank the many amazing sponsors enough for putting this virtual event together, and I want to extend my congratulations to my fellow 2021 Legacy Award winners, Michelle, Andrea, Roberta, Kristen, and Heather. I met Carol a little over a year ago when I presented at the Your Voice Matters event in the US Capitol, and I was instantly struck by her charismatic and vivacious personality. I felt honored to get to know her through that event and also connect with the many members of this group at that time and beyond. Presenting to an audience of women inside the US Capitol was a humbling and transformative day. It felt poetic that professional women could come together in such an important building to share insights and grow. The talent of the women that belong to this organization is energizing and continually motivates me to step up my game and shoot for the stars. As I started envisioning today's event, I reflected on what this past year has taught me in both my career and my personal life. I, like many others, entered 2020 thinking it would be my year. I was getting married in August, looking forward to some amazing presentations and events coming up in my career, and was feeling motivated to continue my personal hobby of running long distance races. Then March came, and the rest, they say, is history. I'm the first to admit that the transition to working from home was jarring. I'm an extrovert who thrives on being around others and engaging with coworkers, many of whom are also friends. I also happen to be in a job that is incredibly collaborative and touches many parts of my organization. I often felt lonely, lost, and depleted, juggling hurdles in my workflow and outputs and a new environment at home. I am sure many of you share the same sentiments. However, reflecting on this past year reminded me that not too long ago, I felt many of the same emotions about my career journey at various points. I've made my career by stepping into brand new roles that hadn't existed before and making them my own. In a lot of ways, I always embrace new opportunities despite the fear I have associated with them. So I decided to navigate 2020 the same way. I jumped all in, learned more about myself as I went along, and found passions that shepherded me through change. I want to extend my thanks to the NPD Group and our leaders, CEO Karen Schoenbart and Chairman Todd Johnson, for being a supportive force since I arrived at the company, and leading us fearlessly through this past year. Karen, a past Legacy Award winner herself, is a constant source of inspiration to me, and it is noteworthy to work for a company with a female executive standing in its highest position. I also like to give a shout out to my manager, Don Unser, NPD's chief retail strategist, who has always been my biggest advocate and given me opportunities to shine, and to my mentor, Larissa Jensen, who always lets me vent and responds by giving me endless amounts of great advice. I'm a proud member of NPD's thought leadership team and thank the industry advisors and analysts for their continued support and guidance. Finally, I want to acknowledge the loss of a team member and extraordinary female leader, Amy Highland, who passed away recently. Her legacy and impact on my career will always be remembered fondly. I've been changed by this past year, but I've also been incredibly transformed by the opportunities that my role at NPD has afforded me, as well as my engagement with the Women in Consumer Technology group. As a female leader, I've always felt I needed to prove my worth, but this role in the year 2020 has given me continued confidence to look towards a future with limitless opportunities. Thank you again to Women in Consumer Tech for this high honor. It is a recognition that will stay with me always.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth, and congratulations again. Our final honoree that I'd like to introduce today is Roberta Lewis. She's president of Roberta Lewis and Associates. She has over 40 years experience in the consumer electronics and pro AV industry. In 2005, she founded Roberta Lewis and Associates to support a broad range of electronics and technology businesses with public relations, marketing, advertising, and strategic consumer technology sales advice. She holds the distinction of being the only woman ever to be elected as the president of the Professional AV Retailers Association. And she served on CTA's Audio Board, High Performance Audio Subdivision, and Audio Promotions Committee. Additionally, she's held executive positions at audio, internet marketing, and specialty retail chain organizations, and has served the CEDIA's Management Conference Committee, and is a CEDIA subject matter expert and certified instructor. Today, we are honored to have Roberta Lewis as our 2021 Women in Consumer Technology Legacy Award honoree. Congratulations, Roberta.
Thank you, Megan. I very much appreciate this. I would like to begin by thanking Carol Campbell and the entire Women in Consumer Technology group for this Legacy Award and induction into this elite sisterhood. I have known Carol for over 30 years. She's been one of my most supportive women and friends. In fact, Carol introduced me to my first PR client, Projection Design, at the CEDIA conference in 2005. I'm very grateful for you, Carol. Prior to my current business, I worked in the consumer electronics industry in varied executive roles as a multi-store CE retailer, internet marketing business, and an OEM and speaker manufacturer as well. I wish I could name and thank each and every person that took the time to welcome me openly and to support my involvement in this industry. From the CTA Audio Board, the Pro Group Board, the Para Retailing Group, the CEDIA Management Conference team, and others, I thank you for your inclusion, your support, and acceptance. To my incredible clients, past, present, and future, I thank you. I am very blessed to work alongside the best innovators, brands, editors, and genuine people that I consider partners and my friends. I'd like to also speak to the women here today. I encourage you to reach out and to volunteer. Find a place in the industry to get involved, to give back, and to help others. Let your voices be heard and your passions move mountains. I would not be standing here today without saying yes when I was invited to get involved. I thank each of you, and God bless.
Congratulations, Roberta, and congratulations to all of our honorees. And thank you, Megan. Great job. As a special treat, I would like to introduce to you our Women to Watch Class of 2020, Danielle Carr of Snap AV, to introduce you to the Women to Watch 2021. Danielle?
The Woman to Watch Award is meant to honor the up-and-coming women in consumer technology who are working hard and innovating to make this industry even better. I have the privilege of introducing the 2021 Woman to Watch honoree, a woman who genuinely loves this industry, its people, and the opportunities she has to develop the intersectionality between technology and design. As last year's Woman to Watch honoree, I'm honored to pass the baton from 2020 to 2021 and introduce Kristen Reinitz, Director of Business Development and Sales at Admit One Home Systems.
I want to say thank you so very much to Women in Consumer Technology for the honor of being the woman to watch. I feel like in just 2 short years, I've learned a lot, but I have a lot more to get done. I'm honored to even have my name amongst these other women who have done so much for women in consumer technology. And I can't wait to learn more from them. Also, huge thank you to Carol Campbell. I was lucky enough to be introduced to her right away when I got in this industry. And Lance pointed her out as somebody I should, follow around and try to be like. Huge thank you to Lance, my boss, for the nomination. It's been a wild ride in the last 2 years, but I can't wait to see what more we do with Admit One. And I've just learned to embrace this technology industry, and I'm absolutely loving it so far and just can't wait to see what we do next.
Congratulations, Kristen. It's always a unique honor to introduce the annual Carol Campbell Inspiration Award honoree. Heather Squire has had an extensive 20-year career in consumer technology, beginning as a buyer at Circuit City to Kensington as an account manager. She moved to startups such as Flip Video and then GoPro in 2011, where she spent 6 years leading the Americas and global account sales teams. Her time at GoPro allowed her to strengthen her leadership and strategy building skills through managing a business that was experiencing triple-digit growth year over year. Though she's very proud of her professional career, it's her personal passion that has driven her the hardest. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Squire.
Thank you, Carol. Hello, I'm Heather Squire, located in beautiful Boulder, Colorado. I'm truly humbled by the honor of the Carol Campbell Inspiration Award. I typically struggle to talk about myself and my professional successes. However, this award is a bit different as it's about inspiring others, which means a lot to me. I'd like to thank my dear friend of 20 years and former colleague, Michelle Lewick, for the nomination. Michelle, I'm grateful every day for your friendship, support, and professional partnership. I started my consumer technology career 20 years ago. I had no previous technology experience as I had spent my career as a pediatric dental assistant prior to joining Circuit City. I credit my former bosses, Christian Carroll and John Souza, for showing me the ropes, and most important, patience. As I moved further into my career, I was fortunate to have incredible leaders such as Mark Schuster and Jonathan Harris, who always saw more in me than I had yet to discover in myself. They uncovered my ability to create and lead teams and supported me as I honed my strategic strengths. If I faltered, they were always there for guidance and a pep talk. From each of these critical people in my career, I've taken pieces to create my own leadership style. 3.5 years ago, I experienced one of the greatest tragedies of my life, the loss of my husband of almost 22 years. I met my dog when I was 17 and married right after college. We went through everything together as a team. He went on to dental school and then to oral surgery residency, while I worked 5 jobs at once to put him through school. Those challenging years put our marriage to the test, but we persevered and spoke often of our someday. Someday we wouldn't be broke. Someday we would be able to take vacations. Someday we'll pay off our student loans. Someday we'll be old and having cocktails on our front porch, enjoying our life together. Sadly, our someday ended in 2017 with him being 46 and me 44 when he passed from stage 4 colon cancer. Admittedly, I thought I had died too. To find my purpose, it took my love for my daughters and my drive to make my Doug proud, who was always my biggest supporter and critic when it came to my career, along with my passion to spread awareness for young onset colon cancer and the startling reality that colon cancer can happen to anyone at any age. And then over time, my someday turned into today. I now live for today and encourage others to do the same and not wish their life away for what is to come, hopefully. There are no guarantees in life. I have 2 daughters that I try my best to lead by example and to prove to them that you can hit the lowest of lows and you can still rise, find your purpose, and inspire others along the way. Thank you for the honor and recognition. I am truly grateful, thankful, and humbled. In closing, my motto for life: live life to the fullest, take the trip, make the bet, laugh harder, Love with all you've got. You only have one life to live, so just say yes. Thank you.
Congratulations, Heather. You are truly an inspiration to us all. Please welcome to the stage our friends from Snap AV, our exclusive platinum sponsor of our event today.
Thanks, Carol. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my favorite tradition, the Women in Consumer Technology Legacy Awards Champagne Toast. Last year, I had the honor of being the 2020 Women to Watch honoree and toasting with all of you in Vegas. While this year looks a little different, we wanted to make sure that we continued the tradition of celebrating the women honored here, no matter the distance, which is why Snap AV jumped at the chance to sponsor this virtual champagne toast. Speaking of Snap AV, I'd like to introduce an amazing woman in this industry who has been representing for years and will be toasting with us, Janelle Yousufpour.
Thank you, Danielle. Hello, everyone. I'm Janelle Yousufpour, Vice President of Marketing at Snap AV. Control4 has been a sponsor of Women in Consumer Technology for a long time, and when Control4 merged with Snap AV in 2019, we were proud to carry this important work of sponsoring and elevating the amazing women in this industry.
Thanks, Janelle. I'm so glad to have you here with us. I've been in the Pro AV industry for a few years, and I can say that this industry is filled with special women. Women who are brave and innovative in the face of the many challenges that this unique industry throws at us, who know how to pick themselves back up when they get knocked down and try again tomorrow, who reach out to celebrate the success of other women, but are also there to provide support during their struggles. Women who are bold yet compassionate, breaking glass ceilings while still being mindful to pave the way for others to join them. We have made so much progress in bringing equality to this industry, but the job isn't done yet. So I raise my glass and toast the brave and talented women continuing this work. The 2021 Legacy Award winners, the Women to Watch honoree, the Carol Campbell Inspiration Award honoree, and everyone here supporting them. We may be separated by distance, but we are united in both our passion to celebrate these wonderful women and in our combined vision for an even brighter future. Thank you again for letting Snap AV be a part of this celebration. Carol, back to you.
Please welcome back our class of 2021 honorees for our traditional champagne toast. Ladies, it is an honor to recognize you and all of your accomplishments in our industry. Your hard work is truly inspiring, and I congratulate you, one and all. Cheers. Thanks again for attending and supporting our Women in Consumer Technology Legacy Awards event. Again, we truly appreciate the wonderful support from all of our industry sponsors. Our live networking platform is still open, so please go back to your web browser where you see the Women in Consumer Technology map with all of the available rooms. Click on one to enter the room and start mingling. Enjoy.